I subcontract my fitting. This keeps my overheads very low because I just work from home, but I can still buy my carpets at the wholesale prices, because the carpet trade is very, very protected, where you've got to be proper carpet trade to be able to get the discount structures. So if people go around to different carpet shops and they see a carpet, I can always buy that for significantly less, because I buy basically the same place all the carpet shops. You're talking even big major retailers, big high street guys. Basically, I source my carpets from the same place they do. So as I say, just as a sole trader, it's to keep things very, very simple, because I work from home, I've got virtually no overheads at all, and I subcontract all the fitting. So the guys that I work with, I've worked with for many years, and I basically don't carry anything. They only get paid, they actually get paid not for their time, but for the square meterage of the carpet. So whether it takes them all day or an hour, they get the same money depending on the size of the project. So that keeps life very, very simple, and it keeps me competitive. So that's the kind of structure of the company. And the service that I offer is, when people contact me, I go out to the premises, whether it be commercial premises or a house, and I can offer a few things free. Obviously, we do free estimates, but we also, you get the service of me going along and giving you advice, because we need to see every job, because the flooring can often be, needs preparation, and that can be quite different depending on the type of job. And there was one I looked at yesterday, and it's a chap that's selling a really nice flat in the West End, but he's got tiles on the bathroom floor, and he wants to put a nice vinyl there just to freshen it up and put something new on it. So it's a massive job to remove those tiles. You're then left with a really messy floor underneath. You'd have to put plywood down. So the way to actually do the job quite easily is to get a screed, and to screed over that, let that dry, and then put the bit of vinyl on. So that's the sort of thing. So I go out there and I take out my sample books, speak to the customer, look at the existing flooring, and give that kind of advice. So that's all a service that I offer for basically. We also do a wide range of different vinyl floor coverings that we're talking about for kitchens, bathrooms, and sometimes even hallways, just depending on the type of thing. So again, the service I offer, I'll go out and I'll take at least 3 or 4 different sample books to start off with. I mean, I've got access to literally probably, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 different books, but there's no point in going out with far too much, because you end up spending far too much time with people if you give them too big a choice. I like to keep it nice and simple, and I would say 9 times out of 10, because I always have a wee chat with somebody, get an idea of the kind of budget and sort of thing they're looking for, so I do take the appropriate sample books. As I say, 9 times out of 10 we hit it right and we get the right one. If we don't, if they've given me a wee bit of time, I can go away, do a wee bit of research and come back and find the right thing. There's also, sometimes people are working to budget, which is something we can accommodate. The suppliers that I deal with have often got special ranges on, where it's stuff that they've got stuff left over, they've maybe done a housing development and they've got a couple of rolls of carpet left over. They don't want to stock it, they just want to sell it as quick as they can. So again, given a wee bit of time, I can do running about, and I can often find stuff that's sort of half of the normal retail price. If the people can be flexible with the colour and that kind of thing. Also, something I've got into doing recently is Caribbean flooring or Antico flooring. There's 2 different types. They're basically the same thing. Caribbean is the domestic version of Antico, and it's a really, really tough, highly engineered laminated product, and it's not the cheap laminate. And the difference is you can buy laminate at big retail places for, so I don't know what, £6-7 a metre. It won't last at all. This stuff, the kind of going rate for this is £50 a metre, but you get a 15-year guarantee with it. And it comes in a whole different range. I'll pass these around, you can have a wee flick through. This book's a little bit dog-eared because it's been in the back of my car, so I've used it so much. I'll just pass it around for folks to have a wee flick through, because it's very, very nice stuff. It comes in, you can get it so it looks like a real wood floor, and you can get it in tiles, you can put borders in. There's a whole range of different colours, so it can make things look quite special. And often it's the sort of thing, it does actually enhance somebody's house. It's the sort of thing that estate agents will often mention if they're selling a house, and you've got that flooring, because it's so tough and hard wearing, and it comes with a long guarantee. It's something that a lot of people aspire to. As I say, carpet's all budgets. The cheapest is about £5 a square metre, right up to 120 a square metre, or even more, which is a bit silly, but you can't get ones that I can spend money on. Type of work I'm looking for is basically a lot of domestic work. That's what we concentrate on most of the time, but we can do commercial work. I'm happy to look at any commercial products. So we cover the central belt of Scotland, And as I say, residential, we could do carpets based on any building, offices, pubs, hotels, restaurants, call centres, gyms, colleges, schools, banks, government buildings, hospitals, post offices, job centres, just anywhere that's a building basically. So that's me for now. Is any questions?
We also do carpet repairs.
Yes, we do indeed. We can do various repairs. There's a couple of different things we do. It's often commercial ones. Sometimes you also get people that have rented a flat and they want to get their deposit back from the landlord. And the most common one is that they use the iron. For some reason, people iron things on the carpet and they put the iron down and it makes a big, nice iron-shaped burn in the carpet. And there's something we can do for that, which is quite brutal, but it's better than a big iron-shaped burn. And that's a special wee device that will cut a circle. And if you get a spare piece of carpet, people often do have it in the cupboard. And then we can cut the exact same circle and match it in and glue it in place, make sure the piles are in the right way. And
now, what's the largest area you've ever carpeted?
oh, the best job I did, the last job I did was offices in the city centre. And we did it over 2 weekends. The one weekend was the real heavy one, because this is a working office with about 30 different desks in it. And it was values of £8,000, and it was me and one carpet fitter did it. And I moved every single desk, all the computers, and lifted all the existing flooring, took it all down in the lift. As I say, me and this other worked like absolute mad guys, but we completed that job, to say, over the course of 2 weekends. And it was a nice big project to work on, a nice big meaty one. And as I say, the smallest thing we could do is, say, if we do with repairs, that's like 50 quid call out charge. So,
Okay.
anything else?
Okay, that's great, Alistair.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.